Hey, this is Tamara, and I'm back with the Blacklist. So, I'm developing this YouTube channel. It's all kind of new to me, and I'm really figuring it out as I go along. But I want to start with a new segment. So, this is the first time doing it, but the segment is called What's She Wearing? Yes, she is me. I'm talking about myself in the third person. So, today I'm going to talk about these earrings. Lovely earrings from, of course, a Black-owned business. It is in New Orleans, which is where I live. It is a business called Copper and Bamboo. It's on Cable Drive in Algiers. They have all kinds of really African-centered clothing, dresses, skirts, t-shirts, outfits, mostly for ladies, but a few things for the gentlemen as well. In addition to that, they have jewelry, bags, books, purses, some personalized mugs and other gift items. And there's also a barber and beauty salon in the store. So people go there and get their natural hairstyles as well. So that is Copper and Bamboo in Algiers on Cable Drive in New Orleans. If you know me, you know that I love older people, senior citizens, elders, they're my favorites. And because this is May and it's Older Americans Month, this time I'm featuring businesses owned by older African Americans. So let's get started and talk about some of these Black businesses so you can shop with the Blacklist. The first business I'm highlighting is Art Accent Tattoos and Piercings. This business is history making because it's the first piercing and tattoo shop opened by a Black woman whose name is Jackie Grisham. It about 40 years ago in New Orleans at a time when tattooing wasn't as popular as it is now. It was seen as more of, a little bit more edgy, maybe a negative thing. But it was very unusual for a Black woman to own such a business. Now, unfortunately, due to the sale of the building where this business has been on Rampart Street for decades, Jackie is going to have to close the business, and she's retiring because she is an older American. She's in her mid-70s. And so I took my daughter recently to get her ears pierced there. And that's also where I got my tattoo. My husband got a few of his tattoos there years ago. I didn't even know it was a Black-owned business. But it's very well known in New Orleans. It's a very popular shop, and I'm really sad to see it go. But I'm glad that Miss Jackie is going to be able to retire from such a well-known and popular business. Next, I want to talk about Dr. Dwight and Mrs. Beverly McKenna. They are a real New Orleans power couple. They have been doing things throughout the city for decades. One thing that you may not know is that one of the Black newspapers, the New Orleans Tribune, is actually run and operated by the McKennas. And I believe Miss Beverly is the editor-in-chief. She's really a big part in that because her background is in journalism. Now, in addition to that, they have museums. First, we'll talk about the George and Leah McKenna Museum of African American Art. So it's a beautiful museum on Carondelet Street, and that's uptown in New Orleans. The second museum, and please forgive me because I speak Spanish, but I don't speak French, but it is called Le Musée des gens de couleur libre, or the Museum of Free People of Color, and that is on Esplanade Avenue, right in Treme. And it's just a beautiful museum, also in a historic home. They rent this museum out for events as well. I recently attended a 20th anniversary event there that was just absolutely gorgeous. And so you could go to the museum just to enjoy the grounds, the patios, and the outside garden area and the interior. But you can also learn a lot about the history of the free people of color in New Orleans. I really adore this next couple, Anne and Lloyd Dennis. Mr. Dennis was a photographer for years as his own business. He also taught photography at Rob Wayne High School. He is an author. He has an excellent book. And the business I'm sharing with you now is the Dennis Guest House. So if you are looking for a beautiful, comfortable, well-maintained place to stay when you come to visit New Orleans, you really want to check out the Dennis Guest House. This one is one of my favorites. It's Community Book Center. Now there are two owners here, Miss Vera Warren and Miss Jennifer Turner. Now, they're affectionately known by Mama Jen and Mama Vera. Mama Jen is the elder. I don't think Mama Vera quite qualifies with age yet to be considered an elder, but they do both run the business. You can go in here and get books of all kinds: children's books, baby board books, history books, religious books, novels. Anything by and for African Americans can be found in this store. All kinds of things, and community events are held there. There are book signings, there are poetry events, there are things for children. So definitely check out the Community Book Center. And if you're not in New Orleans, you can also order online.